Hello friends, I would share our experience of a QI project done in the ROP clinic at RP Center AIMS, New Delhi. The aim of our project was to reduce the maximum waiting time of preterm babies in ROP clinic by 30% in 8 weeks at RP Center AIMS, New Delhi. Retinopathy of prematurity is a blinding disease in preterm babies. We run a busy ROP clinic at RP Center AIMS twice a week, which is visited by around 30 to 40 preterm babies in every clinic. There is a problem of long waiting time for these babies. This leads to long fasting time and prolonged crying of babies. The parents are impatient, agitated, and often fight with the staff after prolonged waiting. The limited staff is also under stress by examining too many babies over long clinic hours. The left image shows the waiting area outside the ROP clinic. The right image shows the 3 examination stations inside the ROP clinic being manned by the consultant and 2 senior residents. The team consisted of a faculty team leader, 2 senior residents, 2 junior residents, sister in charge of the ROP clinic, and the registration counter staff. The waiting time was defined as the time from arrival of the preterm baby at ROP clinic at 12:30 p.m. till the first examination by the doctor. The junior resident doctor measured the time on a prepared record sheet from 12:30 p.m. The average time of all 30 to 40 babies on each clinic day were taken as data points. A fishbone analysis was done to find the root cause of the problems which were leading to increased waiting time. When considering the policy, the clinic times were fixed from 2 to 5 p.m. and hence could not be changed. There were several limitations in the process, such as all babies were being called in the ROP clinic at 12:30 p.m. The babies were examined in random order and pupillary dilation takes time of about 30 minutes to 1 hour and cannot be reduced. There were several place issues like the RedCam lens for digital screening was not issued at lunchtime from 1 to 2 p.m. The registration counter closed during lunch and there was limited space to add more examination stations. The people issue revealed that several times babies reported late, often the staff comes late and there is limited staff to man the clinic. All these issues are leading to high waiting time for preterm babies in the ROP clinic. This flow diagram shows the process flow inside the ROP clinic. The patient reports to the ROP clinic at 12:30 p.m. Then he registers at the registration counter. The sister then dilates the pupils using eye drops. The JR comes at 2 p.m. and sorts the cards in 3 piles depending on the examining station, but sorts cards in random order. The senior resident comes at 2 p.m. The second senior resident comes sometimes at 2:30 p.m. if he is available. The faculty reports at 2:45 to 3 p.m. After the patient is examined, he exits from the ROP clinic. Let us examine the baseline data. This is a chart showing the clinic days on the x-axis and the waiting time in minutes on the y-axis. It can be seen that the average waiting time varies from around 80 to 120 minutes. The maximum waiting time again is nearly around 180 minutes. The last baby time is the time when the last baby enters for examination and the clinic closes shortly thereafter. So it is approximately equivalent to the clinic closing time. Again, it is seen that it is varying from 19 to 120 minutes approximately. Thus, baseline data helped us assess that there was a problem of prolonged waiting times and we needed to fix it. So, we did our first PDSA. Now the junior resident doctor reports at 2 p.m. and sorts the cards in 3 piles as before, but he does so on the first come first served basis in the order in which they reported to the ROP clinic after 12:30 p.m. This ensures that the babies which came first are seen earlier. We also ensure that the second senior resident always comes to the ROP clinic and reports at 2 p.m. like the first senior resident. Thereby, we increased capacity of the ROP clinic by constantly running 3 examination stations. Now, let's see how it affected the various waiting time measurements. You can see that the average waiting time started to go up at 130 minutes, which was surprising. The maximum waiting time also started rising and crossing 220 minutes. The last baby time also crossed 150 minutes. So the PDSA, which we thought should have improved the waiting times, actually did not do so. It was time for the next PDSA to do some more tweaks. In this PDSA, the faculty also reported at 2 p.m. to start his examination station. This not only helped the third examination station start on time, it also ensured that the entire staff reported on time and the clinic started on time. Let's see if it brought about a change. As can be seen, the average waiting time stayed similar to the baseline. The maximum waiting time was also almost similar to the baseline. However, the last baby time did start to reduce, signifying that the clinic started to get over earlier. So another PDSA was done to further reduce this waiting time. Since there were several post-operative patients which did not need pupillary dilation, they were advised to directly report at 2 p.m. and be examined by the faculty, who was also now reporting at 2 p.m. Further, the RedCam lens for digital screening was now stored in the local cupboard, so that precious time was not wasted to get it issued from another staff member who was at lunch. Now we ensured that the JR and the first SR reports at 1:50 p.m. and set up the clinic equipment such that the clinic can start at sharp 2 p.m. and no time is wasted. The results were encouraging and sustained on follow-up over the next few weeks. The average waiting time did reduce marginally from a median of 90.5 minutes to a median of 77.6 minutes, which was a 14.3% decrease in time from approximately 1.5 hours to 1.25 hours. The maximum waiting time did reduce significantly from 177.5 minutes median to a median of 122 minutes, which was a 31.2% decrease from approximately 3 hours to 2 hours. The last baby time also reduced significantly from a median of 111 minutes to a median of 60 minutes, which was a 46% decrease in time from approximately 2 hours to 1 hour. Thus, you can see that we were able to reduce the average waiting time, maximum waiting time, and the last baby time significantly. The babies had reduced waiting time and lesser fasting time. The parents were happy to see orderly patient flow and staff arrive on time. As an indirect benefit, the staff are happy because the clinic finished earlier. Thus, you can see how simple quality improvement changes in systems and processes help to reduce waiting time for preterm babies in our ROP clinic.